because of your head injury, you find joy in the simple things?
Everything simple. Oh my gosh. Anything simple. The sun could set a totally different way and I'm going to be like, oh my God, look at it.
You just appreciate things
Everything.
more.
Mm-hmm.
In August of 2016, he took his life. And it forever changed me. Forever. And it changed our boys. And there's not a day that goes by where we don't think of him. And it's such a complicated grief. It really, really is.
Everyone shares their story in their own time. I've been very public and very open about mine, but my very first memory in life is of being abused by a neighbor. It's the earliest memory I have. And so my frame of reference for the world is one that is unsafe, and one in which my body, my personhood is not mine. And so, I mean, my whole world was mixed up from as long as I can remember. And then I grew up in a family where my dad was an active alcoholic and my parents both came from broken homes. And I mean, there was just a lot of brokenness there. I feel like one of the giftings, the biggest gift that he's ever given me was my brokenness and his redeeming it, because it makes me so comfortable sitting in the darkness with others. Like, I'm not afraid of it.
Right.
And I don't find it scary. I don't find it offensive or gross or too much ever. Like, I'm totally comfortable there because I've been in the pit.
So many moments of just crying out to the Lord and seeking to trust him in the midst of very challenging circumstances. You know, seeing how he brought us this far, to have the transplant, to get to this point. And so they ended up sedating me and putting me on the ventilator for a week. And so later I was able to thank the pharmacists and doctors that worked so hard when I was in ICU to keep me going, because so many of my organs were shutting down. But God was so faithful and he brought me out of that. And it was just like a week before my birthday when I came off the ventilator. And I was so ready to just go home. But then, like, not yet, Margaret. You know, so I ended up being in the hospital for 7.5 weeks. But just the appreciation that I had for absolutely everything. You know, leaving the hospital, seeing the sky, seeing the birds in the air, the trees, you know, it just...
Everything
has new meaning.
Wow.
When you're just confined in that time. And just such a thankful heart for what the Lord had done.
To bring you through.
Yes, in so many ways. And so it was a high point going home, but that was just the beginning of the journey.